I'm so excited to delve into this fascinating topic today. Why Reacher won't accept Neagley's services. These two characters have a complex and intriguing relationship, and their dynamic is one of the many reasons why the Jack Reacher novels are so captivating. Before we dive into the reasons, let's take a moment to appreciate the incredible characters of Reacher and Neagley. Reacher is a former military investigator who is now a drifter, roaming the country and solving problems. He's a lone wolf, fiercely independent, and always up for a challenge. Neagley, on the other hand, is a highly skilled operative with a background in intelligence and covert operations. She's fiercely loyal to Reacher, and they share a deep trust that makes them an unstoppable team. So, why does Reacher often refuse Neagley's help? There are several reasons behind his reluctance. Independence. Reacher values his independence above all else. He doesn't like to rely on others, and he prefers to solve problems on his own. He sees accepting Neagley's help as a sign of weakness. Pride. Reacher is a proud man, and he doesn't want to admit that he needs help. He believes that he can handle any situation by himself, and he doesn't want to appear vulnerable. Control. Reacher likes to be in control of every situation. He doesn't want anyone else making decisions for him, and he doesn't want to compromise his methods. Trust. Reacher is selective about who he trusts. He doesn't trust easily, and he only allows a few people into his inner circle. Neagley is one of those people, but even so, Reacher is sometimes reluctant to accept her help because he doesn't want to put her in danger. There are many examples in the Reacher novels where Reacher refuses Neagley's help. In The Enemy, Reacher is tasked with investigating the murder of a U.S. senator. Neagley offers to help him, but he initially refuses. Eventually, he agrees to accept her assistance, but only because he realizes that he can't do it alone. In Without Fail, Reacher is trying to track down a rogue CIA agent. Neagley offers to help him, but he again refuses. He believes that he can find the agent on his own, and he doesn't want to involve Neagley in the dangerous mission. Despite Reacher's reluctance, Neagley's help is often invaluable. She is a brilliant strategist and an expert in her field. She can provide Reacher with valuable information, logistical support, and backup. And she is always there for him, no matter what. While the reasons mentioned above provide a solid foundation for understanding Reacher's reluctance, there are other aspects that add depth to this dynamic. One often overlooked factor is Reacher's fear of hurting Neagley. He's seen the dangers of the world firsthand, and he knows that it can be a brutal place. He doesn't want to put Neagley in harm's way, and he believes that the best way to protect her is to keep her out of his dangerous adventures. In contrast to his reluctance to accept her help, Reacher deeply respects Neagley's skills and abilities. He knows that she is an asset to any team, and he doesn't want to diminish her accomplishments by constantly asking for her assistance. He believes that she should be able to shine on her own without relying on him. Reacher is also drawn to the thrill of working alone. He enjoys the challenge of solving problems independently, and he relishes the feeling of self-sufficiency. Working with others can sometimes feel like a hindrance, as it can limit his freedom and flexibility. Reacher's reluctance to accept help can also be seen as a way of forcing himself to grow and develop as a person. By constantly pushing himself to solve problems on his own, he is constantly testing his limits and expanding his capabilities. This self-reliance is a core part of his identity, and it is something that he values deeply. Despite all the reasons why Reacher might refuse Neagley's help, their bond remains stronger than ever. They are fiercely loyal to each other, and they know that they can always count on each other, no matter what. Their relationship is a testament to the power of friendship and trust, and it is an essential part of the appeal of the Jack Reacher novels. Reacher's reluctance to accept Neagley's help is a complex and nuanced aspect of their relationship. It stems from a combination of factors, including his independence, pride, control, trust, and fear for her safety. However, it also highlights the respect and admiration they have for each other, as well as the thrill they both experience from solving problems independently. Their relationship is a key element of the Jack Reacher novels, and it continues to captivate readers around the world. Reacher's reluctance to accept Neagley's help goes beyond mere personality traits and delves into the depths of his psychology. One of the key factors shaping Reacher's independent streak and reluctance to rely on others stems from his unresolved trauma. As a former military investigator, Reacher has witnessed the horrors of war and violence, leaving him with deep-seated scars. This trauma has made him hyper-vigilant and wary of trusting others, believing that solitude is the only way to truly protect himself from further harm. Reacher's insistence on solving problems on his own can also be seen as an ego defense mechanism. He views his independence and self-reliance as symbols of strength and competence, and he fears that accepting help would undermine his self-image. By repeatedly proving his ability to handle challenges solo, he reinforces his ego and maintains a sense of control over his life. At the heart of Reacher's reluctance lies a deep-seated fear of vulnerability. Opening himself up to help from others would require him to let down his guard and expose his weaknesses, something he finds incredibly difficult to do. He believes that depending on others makes him weak and dependent, and he fiercely resists this feeling. Reacher's reluctance to accept Neagley's help is paradoxical, as it often leads him to take unnecessary risks and put himself in greater danger. His insistence on independence can blind him to the value of teamwork and the potential benefits of collaboration. Despite his reluctance, Neagley plays a significant role in helping Reacher overcome his emotional barriers and grow as a person. Her unwavering support and belief in him encourage him to confront his fears and become more open to others. Their interactions push him to challenge his deeply ingrained beliefs and consider the possibility of relying on others without sacrificing his independence. At the core of Reacher and Neagley's dynamic lies a deep respect for each other's strengths and limitations. They recognize that their strengths complement each other, and they trust that together they can achieve more than they could alone. This mutual respect allows them to navigate their complex relationship and work together effectively, even when they disagree. Reacher's unwavering commitment to self-reliance raises intriguing moral questions about the balance between individual autonomy and the benefits of collective action. While his independent streak is often portrayed as a source of strength and resilience, it also raises concerns about his ethical obligations to others. Reacher's insistence on solving problems alone often leads him to dismiss the need for assistance, even when others are clearly in danger. This disregard for potential allies can hinder effective problem-solving and put both Reacher and those around him at risk. Reacher's unwavering independence can sometimes conflict with his moral responsibility to protect others. His reluctance to seek help or work with others can prevent him from forming effective alliances and leveraging the collective strengths of a team. Reacher's over-reliance on his abilities can foster an attitude of arrogance and overconfidence, leading him to underestimate the challenges or misjudge the situation. This inflated sense of self-reliance can hinder his ability to make sound decisions and effectively navigate complex situations.